we're standing here outside the Bombardier plant here on Montreal Street in Thunder Bay. This is a 500,000 square foot facility that has a long and successful history of building rail cars for the TTC and other transit agencies. But it was here in 2014 and 2015 that major problems with the TTC's new streetcar order began to crop up. Problems with poorly welded parts coming in from Mexico, as well as problems fitting parts together here in Thunder Bay. Those problems have been so bad that they've severely delayed the delivery of new streetcars to Toronto and caused Toronto taxpayers to pay millions of dollars to keep older vehicles on the road in the meantime. There are 27 different stations, different stages that the car has to go through. The car has somewhere between 8,000 and 12,000 different parts, and every one of them basically has to be touched by a Bombardier employee in there. We were told by some employees in there that the production, even though it's improved, it hasn't gone as smoothly as they would like. They still have problems sometimes receiving parts on time.
This moves. Every time these cars move, this moves. You will always have supply chain challenges. Always. I mean, there's not a supply chain with this many parts and this complexity that you're not going to have to overcome some challenges.
Yeah, this is a very complex vehicle. I've heard it described to me as a $5 million computer on wheels. It has many parts, has to go through a lot of different production stages.
Is it a design issue? Is it a work instructions issue? Is it a supplied parts issue? There's all kinds of variables. But this, to me, tells me that we've embraced the learning culture.
I think they understand very much the way that the public feels, not just in Toronto, but lately across Canada. So I think they're very conscious of the fact that they need to regain the public trust, and they say they will take the time to do that.
Quite frankly, you know, I'm not concerned about how long it takes. I'm more concerned about how we're going to get there.
The company says that after delivering 30 cars over 2.5 years, by this summer they will have ramped up production enough to deliver 1 car every 3 days. Given the problems that have affected this order so far, that seems like an almost impossible task, but it's one that the TTC and Toronto transit users will certainly be holding the company to.